Hi, I'm Auntie Tam, and I do content about mental health and wellness and a little bit about adulting. And the whole month of February, we did a series on self care and self love. And I think there is a lot that can be said about self care and self love. And to be perfectly honest, I have not planned today's video whatsoever because I am finding that when I'm doing these videos, the stuff that I'm talking about is the stuff that actually comes up for me, which is interesting but not unexpected. And the whole idea of self love featured quite predominantly during the whole month of February. And, there were days where I just did not feel like I was loving myself, that I did not like myself. There were days where I felt, especially when I went to karate, and I had a lot of body pain, and I felt inadequate. I felt inadequate a hell of a lot. And I think what that does is serves as a reminder that we're never completely and permanently in that state where we're loving ourselves and confident every single day. We also go through periods where we are not loving ourselves, where we are not feeling great, where we are being dogged by illness or, like in my case, body pain. I had a little bit of small depressive episode on this dog, not my dog, but a dog. A small depressive episode that's sort of been following me around for the last 2 weeks. A lot of creative block for me, which is difficult because creativity is pretty much just it's my job and my life. And I think what we need to do is to cut ourselves some slack, especially on those days where we don't feel like we are loving who we are and we are not caring for who we are. Cut ourselves some slack. And if that means you take an hour's nap, go for it. If that means you buy yourself a milkshake, go for it. But as long as you're not harming other people or animals or children, or yourself, it's something that you're doing for yourself that is somehow beneficial. For instance, a nap for me would be beneficial. Dancing around the kitchen for me is beneficial. Having a milkshake for me is not beneficial because I'm lactose intolerant. So, but possibly having a waffle. But doing something that is beneficial to you. If that means you book a massage or get your nails done, just something that reminds you that you are special and you are cared for and you are looked after, because you are. And it's easy to forget that, especially when we get really bogged down with what happens inside our own heads. And we do get bogged down with what happens inside our own heads. And that's also part of what I want to talk about as far as depression recovery goes. I mean, I've been on the medication since the beginning of 2021. So I've been on them for 2 years now. But then I do still have these little dips of depression. Like I say, it's been following me around for the last 2.5 weeks now. But it's not a major depression. It is, I can recognize that it is a small depression, probably brought around by circumstances. And I know that this too shall pass. But it is still annoying when it happens. It's still a bug. And honestly, we can't beat ourselves up about that. We cannot go back and go, oh man, I'm so terrible, nothing's working, I'm not getting better. It'll happen. You can't be Hare Krishna happy every single moment of every single day. I mean, that's just creepy and unrealistic and inauthentic. So, on the days where you're feeling a bit crap, embrace the crap, is what I'm trying to say. Embrace the crap, be gentle on yourself, and do something kind for yourself on days like that. And that's me. Auntie Tam, over and out. See you next week.